Hey guys, what's up? This is kaozbender here again for yet another video, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. In the previous episode, we made it here to the Comet Observatory, and Rosalina and her Luma told us a lot of things that we can do in here. First of all, we're gonna go check out the terrace, which is the place where we're gonna be finding, our first couple of power stars. If you enter here, Luma's going to give us some useful information. Well, that is if you haven't played this game. Welcome! This dome acts as an eye of the observatory. From here, we can gaze up on distant galaxies. Once this Luma transforms into a pulsar, we will guide you to those faraway galaxies. Simply point your pointer, I think that's what it's called, at the pulsar and press A. Alright, Mr. Luma, thank you very much for your help. So if we do this, you will see that there is this, little, well, not little, but basically this map of the galaxies that we can find. These are the galaxies that can be observed from this dome. The numbers represent their distance from the observatory. The bigger the number, the greater the distance. The more power stars you find, the farther you will be able to travel. And that is basically pretty much, everything you need to know about the galaxies themselves. You can, one really cool thing is that you can actually rotate. I mean, it's not really like you need it. You really don't need to look at them, because when you unlock one of the galaxies, thanks to your power stars, you get a closer look at the galaxies themselves. Yes, it is undeniable, we are detecting power star energy patterns in the nearest galaxy. But I must warn you that the energy readings are off the charts. Please be careful. Good egg galaxy, let's fly right away. Oh, I pressed A by mistake. What a way to cut the climax. Alright. One thing that I should mention though, I really like how every time you go into a mission, you are treated with that little cutscene. It is really good looking. Get a Galaxy Dino Piranha. Let's do this for our first power star. Well, first little power star, I should say. Every time, I'm not really gonna go for, you get one of these little cutscenes kind of telling you what you need to do every time you, you enter the galaxy. But, they are, some of them are not that obvious, but I guess you can still, look at the cutscenes if you are kind of stuck, but it's really not gonna be the point. The problem. So right here we have a couple of baddies. As you can see, stunning them will give you star bits. Like I said, I believe, it was a previous episode, every 100 star bits is going to give you 1 extra life, and every 50 coins is also going to give you an extra life, which is very nice. Every now and then, these little comets are going to fall, and they're going to give you even more, so that's very cool. Right here, let me see, if you go through this, you can actually get your coin. Just go through this pipe in order to find something, rather useful. Little tip for people who obviously have not played this game: these things, these yellow dots, either on, it's going to be either walls or the ground, you can actually use your star bits, like for example right here, you can shoot them with B, and they are going to serve you as projectiles that you can launch to either, to both these things and enemies. It's not as powerful as obviously your basic, Mario attack, but it still can get you out of trouble if you, if you know how to play them right. So right here, this is going to, this is the kind of, maybe not the opening, but this is the first time that we're going to find stuff like this. Those big coins are going to give you, like for example, these notes that you need to collect, and they're going to give you either extra stuff, or they are going to open things that is required for the mission. Right here we get 1 up. It's really not needed at this point. One thing that I wanted to talk about also, if you guys are watching at this point, I think you are, I mean, it's only been 4 minutes. Like I said in the previous episode, I believe I am going to try to make this a deathless run. Now, this is not as easy as, let's say, Super Mario 3D World, but it's not, like, super difficult to the point that you would like to, that you actually pull your hair out. This is actually a pretty easy game. There are only a couple of missions that can actually make me rage quit, but I am going to basically try to do them as best as I can. My friends are ahead. Hurry! So Luma here is going to transform into a Sling Star, and if we do this twice, we're gonna go to this little peanut-looking galaxy, I should say. Alright, as you can see, there are more of these star chips that we need to collect in order to, advance further into the, into another galaxy. I failed so bad. These things, as it is, maybe it might not be kind of obvious at first, but their weak spot is actually the red space. If I can actually do this properly, that would be great, so I can show you. If you do that, it is going to give you a lot of star bits. Now, if, there we go. So it is going to give you, like, I think it's 8, 9, or 10 star bits. I mean, it's really not too great. I mean, going through the trouble of breaking all of these, in my personal opinion, it's not really too worth it. I mean, you don't really get that much, and the star bits themselves are not really too useful, except for one thing, and that is something that we're going to be mentioning later on. However, even though you might be like, oh yeah, I need to collect as many star bits as I can, don't worry, just playing out the missions themselves is going to give you enough for the things that I talk about. Right here, I'm just going to go for another coin because I feel like I am a, kind of a scrub. Okay, come on, I can do this. Mario, stop being slow. Alright, so yeah, the thing that I'm talking about is, about the star bits. It's something that we're going to be seeing, I believe, not until episode maybe, like, maybe 10 or so. It's really not too important. It's, for you to go for extra stuff. But again, you don't really want to go into a mission with a, just with a mindset of collecting as many star bits as you can. They are just going to appear, the star bits are just going to come to you naturally. It's really not a problem, and you're going to collect them really, really easily. You don't need to, like I said before, you don't need to go in a level with a mindset of, yeah, I need to collect as many as I can, otherwise I'm going to fail. Alright, so these little blue things, I'm not really sure what they are. They just latch onto you and make you heavier. Obviously, right here, the, point of view, or, like, the angle right here, I can't really change it. The angle doesn't really allow me to show you, but there is a black hole, waiting to devour on our souls. However, we obviously wanted to, avoid that. Alright, so let me see. Let's just go ahead and pass it through here, and boom, there we go. Now, let me see. We are past the rocks. Is there anything? Okay, there we go. So, we have a piranha plant right here. Wow, that was pretty fucking bad. This one, this bigger one, you can actually use these, oh, damn it. You can actually use these little brushes to your advantage, and as you can see, we hurt the piranha plant. However, as you also saw, there is a chance that it is going to hit you back, and it's not going to cause damage. I mean, these ones themselves are not going to cause damage. However, they are going to make you lose star bits. Something that I wouldn't really recommend, to be honest. Alright, as you can see, there are these little steps going right over here. And if you uncover it, you will see that it's one of these little, like, if you remember, I don't remember. Okay, so it's basically kind of Nabbit from other Mario games, but this one carries this one carries star bits, so that's very nice. All right, so we're gonna launch again, and I believe this is gonna take us to our destination. Every now and then, when you use one of the, one of these sling stars, yeah, sling stars, yeah. Well, one of these stars, you are going to, star bits are gonna fly by your side, and that's just pretty much it. So right here, if you kind of have trouble with this, it's there are breakable crystals which can give you either star bits or coins. If you are having trouble, you want to save, the coins, obviously, if, if you take some damage. But that's really not going to be the case. I mean, this boss is, like, really, really easy. It's going to take, I believe, 3 hits, just like every other enemy. And, that's just basically pretty much it. I mean, just look at this. It's really, really easy. They start out with the difficulty, like, very, very, it's a very nice difficulty spike. Like, right now, it is very easy. However, there are levels later on which are going to be... like I said, they're gonna make your rage quit, just like I have in previous playthroughs of this game. Alright, so we get our first power star by defeating this thing, and as you can see, I have 120 star bits. If I press, I believe it's start, or... what? No? Okay. Okay, but I believe right now we have 7 lives, so like I said before, this is... or I believe the 1-ups are not gonna be given to you until you finish the level itself. Let's just go ahead and see if that's the case. One really good thing, if you collect a power star, you don't need to go back to, the platform where we were standing at the beginning of the level. So you get back into the observatory, that is, I mean into the terrace, which is really nice. We got a star, we got a galaxy, collected. Star bits, okay, this didn't give me a 1-up right here, so I believe this gave us, the 1-up just as we collected our 100th star bit. And let's see what Luma has to say. Those things are star bits. To Lumas, they are the tastiest, most delectable treats imaginable. Aim your controller at the screen and point your pointer at them to pick them up. Once you have some, shoot by aiming with the pointer and pressing B. All right, yeah, I guess I was kind of okay, I went a little bit ahead from the instructions. Why don't we try it? Aim at me and feed me some starbits. Wow, you... Alright, where's the other Luma? You are getting all of them by yourself. Alright, let me see. I'm not sure how many we have to feed him, if it's like every single one that we picked up. But, that's, you know, he's really happy. Mmm, tasty. Let's call those little morsels my fee for this lesson. That is awesome. You can also shoot them at enemies, or feed to a hungry Luma. Either way, I'm sure the Starbits will be a big help on your adventure. Yep, big Lumas are the things that I'm referring to, however, we are not really able to find any at this point. Hungry Lumas are, just basically as the other Luma suggested, Lumas which are a little bit chubby, and they require Starbits, and eventually, if you feed them enough Starbits, they're gonna transform into galaxies, which are gonna give you access to bonus stars, and, you know, for obviously 100% completion, which this is, I don't think I mentioned this, but this is obviously 100% completion. A snack of cosmic proportions. And what a coincidence that I mentioned this. This is going to be the first, well, maybe not the first, but this is going to be an example of it. This is a hungry Luma. However, we're going to take a different route. We're going to start in the same place. However, I believe this is, like, for example, if you, every time you go to a new mission, there is going to be something different. I don't think there is going to be, like, that same Luma for us to, you know, to find. If you find one of these rock formations, you can shake your Wiimote, and they're gonna give you even more Starbits. This is going to be actually really useful right now because the hungry Luma is going to require, I'm not really sure how many, but it is going to require, you know, a couple of Starbits, which you know, you actually need. All right, let me see. So these things right now, let's just go ahead and do this shit. And okay, now one thing that I am going to do is have a little death counter on the. Okay, so yeah, we have 7 lives. I'm gonna have a death counter for every death I suffer in this Let's Play. I don't think it's okay. Never mind. It's every 50 Starbits, so that's actually very cool. I'm gonna have a death counter as well as what is the thing that I wanted to mention? The other thing, death counter, and yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say, to be honest. But yeah, other than this being 100% Let's Play, that's you know, that's just pretty much it I wanted to mention. About the death counter, I am going to have it because I don't believe this game is too difficult, and I just want to see how far I can get into the game without losing any lives, or how, you know, just how many lives I lose when we finish the Let's Play itself. Right here, I think this Hungry Luma is not really going to require more than 50 Starbits, but just to make sure, I am going to be doing this, you know, very, very, you know, fast. I've got a hungry friend up ahead. You don't mind sharing your snacks, do you? Awesome. Alright, so yeah, what I was saying is that, no, actually, it was something about the, you know, the Starbits themselves. I'm not really sure. But let's see. So we're gonna go into this other. Okay, yeah, I remember what I was saying. If you get into the same galaxy, you are, you know, even though it will look the same, there are going to be things that are not gonna be the same because, you know, for the simple fact that you obviously need to do different things every time you enter the missions. So right here, if I was going to go to the same tall tower that I visited in the last mission, there was not going to be anything because the Luma would not have been there. Because, you know, it is basically a tip for, you know, new players to, you know, to figure out if they are having, like, any trouble finding their way through the game or the mission itself. So right here, I'm collecting as many as I can, not only because we have the Hungry Luma up ahead, because, well, I also want some, you know, a lot of Starbits for, you know, for my own. It's been 14 minutes, this is going to be the last mission. Now, the stars themselves are going to be, you know, faster to obtain later on. Right now, we're just, you know, I'm actually going a little bit slower. Right here, as you can see, mid-air, we are going to do, we're going to find another one of those stars. I didn't do anything right there because we don't need to do anything, you know, at this point. But eventually, there are going to be other stars which do need you to do this. So, you need to go into, like, for example, the same, you know, the same mission, but instead of going this way, you want to take the other, you know, the other route, which is going to give you access to, you know, if you have another, you know, like a bonus star. So let's see, right here we have more of these, even though I believe this is kind of overkill. I mean, we have 150, you know, over 150 Starbits. I really don't feel the need to, you know, just defeat these things, but, okay, no, I'm not really going to defeat any of those. But yeah, if you want as many Starbits as you can always go for those little things themselves. And once you do this, as you can see, there is another midway, star right here, which is going to give us, path to other missions in the level. So if you do not have enough star bits as it is right now, you can actually, collect a couple more star bits right here. Now, I believe there's no way... Okay, so there's a way back into, the other galaxies, just in case you don't have enough star bits to feed this dude. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Got any tasty star bits? If you feed me a bunch of star bits, I'll burst into a snacky? I'll burst with snacky happiness, and then transform. Alright, that was an odd word. I'll be famished. I need 100 star bits to crumb the hunger pangs. Alright, so unlike the other Lumas where you need to press one at a time, you can actually hold the B button and then it's going to feed them, just basically everything. It is going to have, little counters so you can actually see how many star bits you have feed this dude, and that's just basically it. That's it, I'm stuffed. Here we go. Transform! Boom! So it's going to transform into that one planet. Alright, let's do this. And that little star thing is going to be different. It's going to be pink, meaning obviously that, well, it was from a hungry Luma. Now, I could obviously go for, as many things as I can right here. As you can see, there are many things to do here. Well, maybe not many things to do, but basically, like, there's a lot of crates to break. There are more of those, spiny things that I can actually break with it. Oh, careful! That I can break with this, other thing. But I'm just basically not gonna do it for the simple fact that, well, it's been a, we don't really need to. So, let's just go ahead and jump into this thing right now, which is going to send us to the place where we need to go. Alright, there we go. So, to my... Okay, no, never mind. I think we're gonna go that place right now. Now, there are a couple of missions which might seem like very lengthy. However, there are also a lot of missions which are indeed very fast to clear. Those I'm going to be mentioning later on, but that, so far, that's just all we need to know. Now, let me see. I believe there is a hole somewhere around here to get inside. I mean, I think it would be kind of obvious to have, the entrance. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's the entrance. Alright, so once you are here, the camera angle is going to change. If we step on the blue, it is going to send us, like regular gravity. And if we step on the red one, it is going to send us, like kind of stepping on the, well, what would be the ceiling. Alright, so right here, that was a very stupid mistake because I, obviously went back to the beginning. However, you can actually do this, and it is going to, send you back over here. I just wanted to show that to you, so it's not really a problem once, once we, get through this shit. Alright, oh yeah, another thing that I wanted to mention, I guess I am going to attempt, as hard as I can, not to swear in these videos. I mean, it's a Mario game, pretty happy, so I kind of don't want to ruin the moment by, actually swearing and shit, and stuff. Sorry. Oh, man. So as you can see, we are right here, and this is another version of the star chips themselves. If you remember, there were yellow ones, and these are blue ones, which are obviously going to act as a pull star, so we can get the star, the power star itself. All right, let's go. Number 4 and number 5 finally. Star chip collection is going to be a lot more. Oh, jeez. Star collection is basically going to be more. Oh, careful. If you drift too far away, it is going to be really bad. Like I was saying before, star chip collection later in the game is going to be a lot more stressful. They're not going to be found as easy as we just, as we just did right here. But that's just one thing to mention. So it's been kind of a longer episode. The next ones are going to be, kind of shorter, even though, these first missions have been quite slow, to be honest. But we discovered a new galaxy, so that's pretty nice. That's something to look forward in the next episode. Well done, brave explorer. You have discovered a new galaxy. Collecting power stars will expand our range of vision, perhaps eventually include the enemy base. We'll just go ahead and save our game. And inside the terrace, it is time to say that if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought about the video. And that's pretty much it, so you guys have a great day, take care of yourself, and until the next episode, when we go back to the good galaxy, hopefully get more power stars, and discover the new galaxy that we just encountered. I will see you then.